Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Magnum Martell, and welcome back to another beautiful episode of Magnums Rants. And I apologize that my upload schedule's been a little bit slow lately. I haven't had the time, plus I've been sick as a dog. I've had a serious head cold the past, 5 days. You can probably hear it in my voice right now. I'm real congested, my voice has been drifting in and out the past couple days, and my nose has been so goddamn runny that I swear I've spit out enough mucus to make my own slime. But anyway, I don't have time to put this off anymore. I need to get to this subject in particular, so let's just get right down to it. This subject is something that's very important to me as a free speech absolutist who believes in the freedom of one's own personal speech at all times, no matter what. That it should be held to the utmost importance. And it really bothers me that I haven't seen other creators in the space, especially the commentary space, talking about this. I figured that pretty much all of them would be all over it, especially the ones that I personally like to watch. But no, only one of them has had a video done about this subject, and that surprises the hell out of me. So I'm sure you've probably not heard about it by now, because if it wasn't for that one person making a video about it, I wouldn't have even known that this was going on, because it seems like the news, all of social media, and pretty much everybody has been dead fucking quiet about it. Our president, Joe Biden, here in the United States, the 46th President of the United States, has just launched, perhaps, what is the absolute most controlling, Orwellian, anti-free speech legislation I have ever seen any president do. I could go back throughout the history of this country and look at everything that has ever been passed by any president ever, and every single one of them would pale in comparison. I'm talking about, of course, his new Disinformation board, his own Ministry of Truth. Now, what this is, simply put, it is a small board of individuals and directives, people that are personally chosen by the president, who are supposed to tell us what information is good and bad. The whole point of this, at least according to our government and our president, is to fight back against misinformation on the internet and social media, to avoid things like posts that are full of blatant misinformation being shared thousands of times and having one too many people believe it. Sounds like a noble cause at first glance, but then when you consider the precedent, and I'm not one of those people that thinks about the precedent a lot, we could all sit here and argue that everything has a precedent to be said, but this one in particular, this is really... And I just want to go ahead and give you all one of my own favorite quotes before we go any further. The people who are against misinformation on the internet the most are the ones that usually tend to not only believe, but are the ones who tend to spread the vast majority of it. Alright, so basically the point of this Ministry of Truth is to take a look at information going around on the internet that is popular, that is being seen by large numbers of people, by any outlet, be it mainstream or otherwise, and determine what is true. This being done by a government board, I don't agree with, because I have no doubt in my mind that this will be used as a Ministry of Truth. It will be used to push up the correct propaganda by whoever is currently in charge. Now, it's no secret that there are a lot of things that people just have wrong on the internet, that misinformation is a legitimate problem that does happen. There have been some things that even I've believed that weren't actually true. But with that, there also comes a lot of things that are true. For example, the press secretary, the spokeswoman, and even the Department of Defense denying the Hunter Biden laptop story, the misinformation about COVID-19, and the vaccines. And in current news, to elaborate on that subject, we've also recently realized that the vaccines are actually just as dangerous as a lot of people, myself included, thought they were, and that the people making them were just pushing them out because they had to. If that doesn't scare the fuck out of you, if that doesn't make you want to shit your pants in terror, I don't know what does. The fact that a government board that could prop up this information that we now know is accurate as wrong just because that's what the current administration wants, that's horrifying. And I swear that Biden and his people, or should I say Kamala Harris, because it is my opinion anyway. I have no proof on the matter, but it is entirely my opinion that she's the one making all the decisions and calling all of the shots. He's just a mouthpiece. Don't quite realize that if they launch this kind of board, they're not going to be in full control of it in the long run. But in the end, when his term is over and he's not reelected, because let's face it, I don't think that's going to happen, and I hope it doesn't, then they're not going to have control of it, and they're going to be pissed, and they're going to be fighting against it. And the really sad part about all this is that it is not difficult at all to filter through what is mostly misinformation. It is not hard to take it upon yourself to go check multiple sources. You know, like if I'm reading something about Joe Biden and his disinformation board, I'm not going to automatically believe whatever CNN or Fox News say, because obviously they're both biased, despite the fact that they are the largest outlets that are supposed to have the best information. I'm not going to automatically believe something that was just posted or tweeted by some idiot that I have no idea who they are, whose username is Trump 2024 Save America. Or I'm not going to believe it when it comes from some mouthpiece journalist like Bloomberg. My point is, if you take the time to read multiple sources, to consider the source that you're looking at, it's not hard to figure out what information is probably biased and what information is probably at least mostly factual. And unfortunately, that's a problem. You can never know what is completely factual and what is completely non-factual. That's just all there is to it. That is how information works. That is the world that we live in. That is the world that we've always lived in. But to think that we need some kind of government board to tell us what information is right and wrong, that's just inaccurate. We don't need that. And the government is going to lie to you. It's no secret that the government lies all the time. And they've been lying to us for the past 4 years. They've been lying to us since the election. It doesn't matter what the hell is going on. They're going to continue lying to cover their own ass. Isn't it funny how all this comes in the aftermath and the wake of Elon Musk buying Twitter and changing the rules to actually give a voice to the people who got unfairly punished? It's ridiculous. And I wanted to do a video talking about how bad this actually is. Honestly. I can't believe that they were dumb enough to think this was a good idea. Please, don't ever support this. And anything at all that the Ministry of Truth, the Disinformation Board says, don't ever fucking believe it at all. Full stop. Just don't even acknowledge it. Because it's obviously going to be a bunch of bullshit. And I hope whoever gets elected next time around is smart enough to scrap that shit first and foremost. And that's all I have to say about it. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. My name is Magnum Martel. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about the Disinformation Board. And I will see you in the next one. This has been Magnum Martel going against the Ministry of Truth. And I'll see you later.